Okay, let us continue. Let us continue with the second question. What does the second question say? It means the cat is moving, right? The cat is moving, né? And the boy, he jumps at the cat, coming from the front of it, right? So it means if you come from the front of something, it means the cat is going this side. Do you agree? And the boy is going this side. The cat and the boy are going in opposite direction. Did you realize? Because if you want to jump in front of something, it means the cat is going this side. Then if he jumps in front of it, he is approaching it from the front. Do you see that? It means you need to have velocities which are in different directions. You need to have velocities which are in different directions. So, if we calculate that one, how will we calculate it? We can see in the initial stage, the cat and the boy that separate, we're going to have M1, V1, I plus M2, V2, I is equals to VF. Because why are we writing like this? M1 and M2. Because the boy and the cat, they ended up forming a unit, right? Yes. The boy was on the cat, right? They were one thing, right? So that's why here we create, that's why we have M1 plus M2. They are moving at the same velocity. So the mass of the boy, 50. Velocity of the boy equals 6, né? Let us write, we can choose. We can choose left as negative. Let us use negative. Then plus 20 multiplied by 2. VF 50 plus 20. You see the direction is either here we can write, if we want, we can make this one positive and we make this one negative. What is important is to note that since the cat was going this side, the boy was going this side, the velocities need to differ in the signs. One velocity must be negative, one velocity must be positive. You must be conscious of that because those are the tricks of momentum. The only thing you will not recognize in momentum is the direction. And you write positive, you are gone. You understand? So take note that if an object is going this side and the other object is going this side, one object's velocity must be negative. One object's velocity must be positive. It is your choice whether you want to make left to be positive or right to be negative. Then 50 multiplied by minus 6 is going to give us minus 300, right? Yeah. Then this one will give us 40 plus 70 VF. Then what will be our answer? 260. Negative? Can it be minus? Oh, it's minus. The bigger number is negative, right? Then we have 70 VF. We divide by 70. We divide by 70. The answer is negative 3,71 is equals to VF. Then you conclude, right? VF is equal to negative 3,71 meters per second. In which direction? Is the answer left or positive? Left. It means in the direction of the boy, right? It means the momentum will be the direction of the boy, which is left. Because the answer is negative, it means the boy is winning. Can you see that? Because we have made the boy to be negative. Since our answer is negative, it means the momentum is in the direction at which the boy was going. Can you see that? Okay. You understand this? You understood, right? Ebenezer, do you understand, my boy? Did you get it? You got it, I'm happy. If you start to get these things now, we are done. You hear me? Hey, you get these things, you are done. There's nothing. There's nothing new you're going to learn. These things, the same thing, very cheap. You get everything and we progress. Like that will move. Are we fine? Okay, now. You got it now, no? Sure. Okay, let us do the corrections for the second one. Let us do the corrections for the second one. Please, those who don't have cell phone, go and fix them. We are going to learn using your phones when you are at home, right? We must be progressive. I just qualified to be a teacher in 2021, so don't expect me to teach you using those books. I'll use your phones. We are smart, right? We move with technology. You cannot have this school which is beautiful and with these facilities and we don't use them. You hear me? Next week I'm going to take you to the lab. Maybe we might have some of our lessons in the lab. You understand? So that you get motivated. Okay. The second question. Tell me about the second question. What is a trolley? A trolley with that? Hey, what kind of a trolley is this? A trolley with a mass of 4 kg. It is moving to the right, right? Yes. The right, eh? Okay. Take note of this. This is what is going to happen in mathematics. This side, eh? To the right. Take note that in mathematics, as you will be solving problems, right? There are situations in graphs whereby you will be asked that the graph was shifted 2 points to the right. Take note, the right is left. Right is left and left is right. Isn't it you will be answering the question papers while you are looking at it? It means that your left is going to be your right and your right is going to be your left. You understand? When they say right, please don't just go to your right, go to your left. Because while you are reading your question paper, you are in face with it, right? Can you see? Do you understand what I mean? Yeah? Look, I'm reading this book like this. Can you see? Right? The right of the book is which side? This is the right. This is the left. It's the same thing, guys. Which one is your right? Eh? Which one is my right? Is this one. Right? So, because we are facing each other, right? So when you read your book, don't you read them while you are facing them? It means when the question says a point was shifted 5 units to the right, it means you shift it to the left, right? Did you understand now? It's just a brother advice. I'm just advising you. It's fine. Okay. Then the 4 kg trolley is moving to the right, and what happened? And what happened? Collide with another trolley with a mass of 8 kg. It is moving to the left, right? At 2 meters per second. So the question? Huh? Calculate. My people, may rather read alone. The question is calculate the magnitude of what? The magnitude of A velocity. A velocity. A velocity. Which one is A? This one. This one is trolley A. This one is trolley B. Guys, even if you read only the question, the one I will know what is happening. I don't have to know the words. By drawing these things, I understand already, right? Okay, let us calculate. Here is a situation. 2 trolley A and trolley B, right? trolley A is moving to the right, trolley B is moving to the left. Then these two trolleys, right? They what? They collided. And obviously they did not become one unit, right? Because you are told that calculate the velocity and the magnitude of trolley B or trolley A, you understand? And it shows that they are not moving in the same direction, right? When we given the velocity, the final velocity of trolley B after collision, the velocity of trolley B is what? 3 meters per second. 3 meters per second. 3 meters per second. So it means it's VF, 3 meters per second. So let us calculate. It means the formula which we're going to use, it is M1 V I1, right? Plus M2 V2 I, right? Then the object did not join, right? Meaning that we started with 2 objects, we will end with 2 objects. M1 V1 I, right? F, right? Plus M2 V2 F, right? Okay. Hey, Benz, don't sleep, Benz. It's because it is hot, Benz. And you are wearing a dress, that's why. Why are you wearing this? Hey, these boys, what's happening? It's hot, people. It's hot, and you are wearing jerseys. Okay, I know the scientists, they do that. Maybe it's because they are scientists. Okay, the first velocity, the first object, 4 kg, right? Let us check right as positive, right? Even if you check right as negative, it's fine. What you need to know is that 6 meter, if we check 6 meter as negative, 2 meter must be positive. Why? Opposite direction. That's the trick of momentum. It's nothing. Do I have people who did not notice that? Who noticed? Did you write negative 6 and positive 2? Or vice versa? Did you notice? You noticed, no? One object must be negative and one object must be positive. Because the object, one object is going to the right, that object is going to the left. Carry, you understand me? It's not difficult, you see? It's not. Everything is going to be like this. These things of physics, it's not difficult. Okay. Then, the initial velocity, it was 6. We took right as the positive. Then, the second trolley, 8 kg. The velocity, it must be negative 2 because it is going to the opposite direction as the first one, right? Then, we're going to have 4. And this is for A, right? And we don't know the final velocity of the trolley A. Then we're going to have plus, then we have 8. Final velocity we know is 3, right? Then we start. The question wants us to calculate the final velocity. Do not be charmed when they say calculate the magnitude of what. I told you that magnitude simply means size, huh? Magnitude means size. Understand? Magnitude means they just want you to write what? They just want you to write the size. You understand? Okay. So 4 multiplied by 6, 24. 8 multiplied by minus 2, minus 16, right? Then we're going to have 4 VF. 8 multiplied by 3, 24. Then we check this 24 to the other side, right? Then we're going to have 24 minus 24. We know that we don't have to talk about it, that when this one crosses to the other side, it will become negative, right? That is grade 10 mathematics. Minus 16 is equal to 4 VF. Here we're going to have 0 minus 16, which is going to give us 4 VF. It means we're going to have minus 16 is equal to 4 VF. We divide by 4 on both sides. VF equals to 16 divided by 4? Negative 4, right? So it means VF is equal to negative 4 meters per second. In which direction? Which one is negative? This one is negative, right? And which one is that? It's B, right? It means the momentum is in there. Which one did we take as a negative? It's B, and B was going to the left, right? it means it's left. Why? Why? Yeah, some people, you know what they do. Isn't it we have already write negative 4 meters per second? They write VF is equals to 4 meters per second. Then the right left. It means the same thing, right? Because this negative wanted us to show us the what? The sign. You understand? When you say left, you mean negative. Left means negative because these signs, the negatives and the positive, they simply represent what? They simply represent the direction. You understand? Do I have people who got that one? Let me see. They're not men, eh? Let us diagnose. Let us diagnose. Let us diagnose. What was the problem? Why did you get it? Oh, you got it. Oh, guys, you did not lift your hand. Come on. No, guys, I didn't I need to see. No, I must see, guys. These people. I must see if you're struggling or you're not. Did you get it? You got it. You got it. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. Oh, there's no black. Okay. I want to explain. Blessing is saying she did not understand why one object is positive and the other is negative. Why? Listen, Blessing. If we have two objects, right? Negative and positive, they simply represent the direction. Negative and positive, they simply represent the direction. We can choose. Negative means left. Positive means right. Or vice versa, right? You can say positive means left and negative means right. We can choose, right? If we have two objects going in opposite direction, we need to make one object to be negative and the other to be positive. You understand? But if we have a situation whereby we have, isn't it, in the conservation of linear momentum, we'll be talking about collision in two objects, right? If we have two objects like this, and these two objects, they do what? They are moving in the same direction, right? It means their velocity, we need to write positive velocity because they are moving in the same direction. The problem comes in a situation whereby you find that the velocity of one object is opposing the other. It means one's velocity must be negative and the other's velocity must be positive. And that is the heart of momentum. The only thing which will confuse you in momentum is the issue of direction, but not my learners. Because I even had a topic. I even had the topic whereby I was teaching about direction, right? You remember? Direction. Do you get it now? Eh? Do I have people who did not get it this side? I mean, who did not get correct what we're doing? Talk to me. Do I have people who did not get? Huh? Who? Did you all get? Did you all mark? You got it? You didn't get it? Don't be afraid, guys. You must be close. Okay? You must be a team. If you don't say that you don't understand, you never will fail. You hear me? Yes, you will fail. You miss someone, Chano Uma. Mana conscious swona positive ngo leswi nga jila swona i direction basuthi uba conscious swa fana loko ka drive mavoko ka tiva ku andhaweni yo karhi ku na hamu hambi ungese fika ungese vona kuya u ta kuma ka hungutela basuthi loko futhi loko ku ri na majambu ta hungutela wa ha ri kule ngopfu u twa inga ku yi kwala you become conscious hi swona so loko at that moment I'm being conscious of the signs. You hear me? We must become conscious of the signs, because that's where you can make a mistake. Okay, here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. Here's a situation. Okay, let's say I'm holding a gun, right? I'm holding a gun. I fire a bullet. Can you see I fire the bullet? Then the gun is going to, then we say that the gun exerted a force of 5 newtons. A gun exerts a force of what? 5 newtons. You see a gun exerting a force of what? 5 newtons. To the what? To the bullet, right? Tell me the force which the bullet is going to exert on the gun. And give and explain. I have a gun. A gun. Can you see a gun? I fire a bullet, right? The gun exerts 5 newton force to the bullet. Tell me the magnitude of the force which the bullet will exert on the gun and explain. Why? Can I see hands? Did you get the question? Who was it? Who was it? Did you get the question? Can you give me the answer? Huh? Talk. What you said is correct. The gun will exert, the bullet will exert 5 newton to the gun. Why? Because of what? You forgot? Okay, Swangi. I can't hear you. Negative 5 newtons, right? Why? Negative 5 newtons. Because of Newton's third law. We need to be conscious of that, right? Because when we talk about collision, we are talking about Newton's third law. When we talk about collision, we are talking about Newton's third law. So, if I have a gun, which I have, of course, if I have a gun and I fire the bullet, and the gun exerts 5 newton force on the bullet, the bullet will also exert negative 5 newton. The reason is because of Newton's third law, which states if body A exerts a force on body B will exert the same force on body A, but in opposite direction. Ellen, are we able? Ellen, what blessing with an isa. Mr. Nan? Eh, with an arrow, with an isa. The fight was definitions with that from the level. Newton first law. Newton third law. Newton first law. Newton third law. Newton what? Second law, Newton third law, and that one of universal gravitation force. We need to know those things, right? We need to know those things. I'm going to find a day where we're going to revise those things because for our March exam, they are going to be set. You see those things which used to be very hard for you, for forces of drawing free body diagram, because you were never taught much by me. Those things are going to be set in the March exam. You need to revise them when you get a chance. You hear me?